It's Joshua Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And I'm here at the beautiful LA Arboretum in the wonderful 626 to bring you another drop test. And this time we're talking about the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. This is the one that just came out, and it has a bit of a different design philosophy, so we want to see how it holds up to our drop test. Instead of glossy plastic, it's a textured plastic. The sides are a lot flatter, and overall, its design is just a little more decisive, if you will. Now we're gonna jump right into it, but you guys know the drill. I'm about 5'6", so I'm gonna be dropping it from about 5 feet, right on its back, and then on a side, which is its bottom, and then finally on its face. So, one thing you have to know though, drop tests can be kind of random. I'm gonna do my best to get it to drop perfectly onto the floor, but even if it drops a little bit weird, we'll see how it does when it hits the floor. Let's get dropping. Here is the first test on the Samsung Galaxy Note 3, falling flat on its back, well, hopefully. All right, all the cameras should be going, and, oh, The only real damage that you can see is right around here where it landed. There's a couple scratches there, but other than that, the Note 3 seems to have survived the back test. But let's see how it fares in our side test where we drop it right onto its bottom. So here we go. Here comes our side test, drop it right onto its bottom, and here we go. Whoa. Okay, and for the most part, the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 seems to have sustained very little damage. It did land pretty squarely on its bottom, maybe just on the front side more than the back side, but as you can see, the back cover is starting to come off just a little bit, but of course we could just snap that right back into place. But there are some real scuffs right there. As you can see, the back cover does snap right back into place. We just have a lot of scratches on the bottom side right here. I also just wanted to show you very quickly that this is still an operational device rather. There you go, I'm able to get through everything just fine. It's all there. So after 2 tests, we still have a very well-working phone. All right, the final drop test this time, flat on its face. Let's see what happens. Checking on my camera, and let's see what happens in 3, 2, 1. Oh, you can already see it. 1. Oh, you can already see it. And so there it is. Just like we expected, the screen almost completely shattered. It landed pretty squarely on its front, and on the top left corner there, you can see that's kind of where all of the spider webs actually began. But then it kind of rippled through, and now we have this lovely little pattern of a broken glass screen in front of us. You do have somewhat of the fear that you might cut yourself on the screen. I can feel all of the little shards hitting my finger as I bring the drop down. But yeah, the screen still looks to be operational despite all of these cracks that are here, and I really hope I'm not cutting myself by doing this. On a hot day in Los Angeles, we found out that the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 is more than just a textured back. Well, more than that really, because we had it land on its back and nothing really happened. We had it land on its bottom and it really just scuffed the paint. But then we had it fall flat on its face. And as you can see right here, all these spider webs on the screen. It's cracked almost beyond recognition. But when we turned on the phone, it still worked. We could definitely still use this phone, much like many iPhones out there. The Samsung Galaxy Note 3 is still operational even after a few drops. So even though you should probably be replacing your screen, it'll still work even if you crack it. So there you have it for this drop test on the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. As always, stay tuned to Android Authority for all of the best coverage because we're your source for all things Android.